rock with me right here. Roxanne Perez at the end, her and Charlotte. Roxanne is not in that place for nothing. Roxanne is in that place because of what they see the future being. And how awesome it is to be in that spot where the company views you as somebody that could potentially be a top person in the business. Roxanne should be super proud of herself. And I don't know if y'all remember, she's another one that I looked at long ago when she was 16. And I said, she's going to be special, that you should sign her. And all the people that I tried to get to sign her wouldn't do it. And then she ended up at NXT.
So think of this, like 3 years ago, I'm on a show with Thunder Rosa and Mission Pro Wrestling, and Roxanne Perez is on that show. And then 3 years later, she's in front of 70,000 fans in the ring with Charlotte Flair with a chance to win the Royal Rumble, Bully. That's the beauty of pro wrestling right there. Like you just said about every day should be a day at the office, because it could lead you to your wildest dreams coming true.
Couple things here. In the Lord of the Rings saga, there is a chapter called Return of the King. At the Royal Rumble, we got the return of the Queen, taking her rightful spot, the spot that she earned over her entire career at the top of the food chain in the WWE. Charlotte Flair is back. Charlotte Flair is going to WrestleMania, and Charlotte Flair has put the entire women's division on notice once again. Roxanne Perez. If you guys remember, after Penta was on with us the other day, I made a prediction about Penta. I said Penta is not winning the Royal Rumble, but it is important for Penta to have an incredible showing at the Rumble. And Penta was in there for, I believe, over 45 minutes. Penta had a great showing at the Rumble, obviously starting off with Ray, lasting a long time. Penta got over.
Yeah.
But Roxanne Perez really got over. Okay? Roxanne was in that ring for a long time. And she got to share that ring with Nia Jax, big shot in the women's division. Charlotte, the biggest of big shots in the women's division. Charlotte and Nia with their history. And there's Roxanne, hanging, clanging, and banging with them both. And Roxanne and Charlotte are the last two. You are Roxanne Perez. You are an NXT star, a former two-time NXT women's champion, and now you find yourself standing in the middle of the ring with Charlotte Flair in front of 70,000 people at the Royal Rumble. That is as great for Roxanne at this moment in time as winning the Rumble.
And Paul just sent me the note. She set the all-time record for length in a women's Royal Rumble.
And they will always be able to use that for her. Okay? Remember, when that whole little thing went down about, hey, Bully, is Roxanne ready for the main roster? And I said, only if they have something for her.
An hour and 7 minutes.
That's something for her. What a great night for Roxanne Perez.
It was amazing. And let me just say this about Charlotte. And Bully, I actually have to eat a little crow here, which I don't mind doing. You asked me if Charlotte showed up at the Rumble, what would the reaction be from the fans? And I said, you know what? Probably 50-50. She would get a lot of boos. Sometimes I get caught up, and I think we all do. We get caught up in the social media world. Social media world is fake. It's not reality. Case in point, I post congratulations to Charlotte Flair for winning the Rumble. 99.9% of the comments are negative. Go back to Saturday, and I was there. You were there, Mark. You were watching as well. when Charlotte came out for the Rumble on Saturday, 70,000 plus were on their feet cheering and wooing. And I don't give a shit. And all you people can go on social media. This is the 100% truth. When Charlotte won the Rumble on Saturday, 70,000 people plus were on their feet cheering and wooing. There is nobody, and I mean nobody, like Charlotte Flair. I've been saying it for years, and there are women in this division that are amazing. There are women in this division that are going to be the best. There are women in this division that are future Hall of Famers, but there is only one Charlotte Flair. She is Cena-like in this way. There are a few wrestlers, Cena being one, Roman Reigns being one, Charlotte Flair being the other, that have this aura about them. When you're near them, you feel the greatness. I loved Charlotte Flair entering the Rumble, guys, and taking her sweet ass time going down that ramp, down that path to the ring. She took her time. She did the strut, and everybody was there for it. You just feel the presence of greatness when she's around. And the second that she got into that ring, that Rumble just jumped to another level because Charlotte Flair was in that ring. Nobody has the presence like a Charlotte Flair.
Two things. You said the presence of greatness, and I just want to shorten that up a bit. And
Go
you
ahead.
ended with it. The presence. There is not one other. Listen, I will forget about women and men. Roman and I'm getting goosebumps as I'm talking. Roman and Charlotte have a presence. You know you are amidst greatness when Roman and Charlotte come to the ring. There is something about the way they carry themselves. And you can only learn this, Mark, in the WWE. You only learn to carry yourself like that once you've been through it, the ups and downs, the winning the championships, the losing the championships, the humping the road, the media, the everything. You come into yourself. You become someone. When she came out there, and it's not the fucking robe. It's not the giant red headdress thingy or the big robe or the anything. It's her. It's the way she stands there, statuesque, the same way Roman does. When Roman comes out, you're like, whoa.
Yep.
They have a presence. Not everybody has a presence. Secondly, you talked about the conversation we had on the show about you saying, Bully, I think 50% of the people are going to boo her. I'm like, Dave, I don't think so. Yada, yada, back and forth. Dave, Mark, do you know where I watched the Women's Royal Rumble from?
Where?
From the curtain?
From standing in the middle of the arena. I went into the arena myself. I wanted to experience it firsthand. And I wanted to experience, because of our conversation, I wanted to feel the crowd. I couldn't get in the ring to feel the crowd, so I got as close to the ring as I could to feel the crowd. I stood there, and as Dave said, there was not one person sitting down. There was not one person booing. Now, could I see all 70,000? No, but I saw a lot of people. Not one person was disappointed to see the return of the Queen. And if you think I'm full of shit, I'll post the video that I took. I videotaped Charlotte's entrance. I panned around the entire place so you could get as much of a firsthand feel for what I got to see and feel as possible if you were not there. The Charlotte hate is complete bullshit.
I agree.
Yep.
You want to hate the Yankees? Fine. They're fucking better than you. You want to hate the best team in the NHL? Fine. They're better than you. The NBA? Fine. They're better than you. Michael Jordan? Fine. He's better than you. Tiger Woods? Fine. He's better than you. Hate me all you want. I'm better than you. Hate Charlotte all you want. She's better than you, and she's better than any other woman there. End of story.
Boy, you preaching. You preaching to the choir, though.
This is not about a last name.
No.
This is about the performance. This is about the dedication. That woman is top of the food chain for a reason. And years ago, Dave, when we had the discussion, you said Charlotte Flair is head and shoulders above the rest. I said, I said, she's better than everybody. But Sasha, when Sasha was in the WWE, I said, Sasha is a close second. And we agreed on that.
Yeah.
Now, to me, Charlotte, be all and end all. The number 2 to me, and I'd like to see more for her, is Bianca. Charlotte and Bianca, more of them.
Yeah, I think it's like when you look at Bianca, Rhea, I think the gap looked like it was closing, and like people are like, "Oh, now these other women are getting opportunities while Charlotte was gone," and they did. But when Charlotte came back on Saturday, that gap widened again. Just the gap widened again.
Listen, I get the Rhea thing. But I saw Charlotte and Rhea steal the show at WrestleMania during COVID WrestleMania. I know what that is. There is an athleticism to Charlotte and Bianca that I'm not positive anybody else can match. I know the athlete that Charlotte is, and I know the athlete that Bianca is. And nobody knows the athlete that Bianca is more than Mark Henry. So that type of credible women's professional wrestling match, just the way that we like watching credible men's wrestling matches. And I know we've seen Charlotte and Bianca before, but talent matures in this business. I want to see them when they're at their zenith. I want to see them when they're at the absolute top. They're getting better and better. Yeah, Charlotte and Rhea, Charlotte and Bianca, I get it. But listen, the greatness hate is never going to stop, right?
No, it's not. I'm just saying it's all. You said the best thing, Bull. It's all bullshit. Like when I was experienced at 70,000. First and foremost, a sold out Lucas Oil Stadium on Saturday of over 70,000 fans, and I'm feeling that whole excitement of being part of that. And then I look down on my Twitter feed, and there's all the Charlotte hate from these bots and these fucking emojis of Pokemon. That's all. That's bullshit. That's lies. That's not reality. Being in front of 70,000 fans, Mark, that was reality on Saturday.
That stadium can hold another 11 to 12,000 people. The way they did the alignment, they made more access for WWE, like the staging and the ramp alignment stuff. They're going to change it, and if they do when they do WrestleMania, there'll be another 11,000 people in there.
Bully, to your point that you made, it wasn't about the robe, it was about the walk. It wasn't about the song. You know why? Because I couldn't even hear the song. There's you don't have to worry about people singing along to Charlotte's song, because on Saturday, I couldn't even hear because the crowd was so loud, I could not even hear her entrance theme. They might have changed it for her return, and I would never even know because I couldn't hear it. That's how deafening that crowd was on Saturday.
The reaction that she got, it's not like the surprise reaction. It's not like when the glass shatters. Her it's very, I'm going to compare it again. It's very Roman-esque. When Roman's music plays, like I'm getting goosebumps again. It's just because when you're in the industry and you know something is right and it just feels right, you just know it. And it's hard to convey it, and people go, "Oh, what are you talking about?" Blah, blah, blah. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Nobody knows what they're fucking talking about as much as I do. And Mark Henry.
Yeah, and speaking of Roman,
hold on.
Sam and I got to sit down with Roman. Oh, you're not done. I apologize. Go right ahead.
The point is, their entrance, when they appear, it's not about the pop, it's about the noise that you hear in the audience. This rumble, this that
reverberating.
Correct. It's like when the king or the queen come out and people stand at attention. And it just, correct, Mark, it reverberates through the place, where people realize that they are seeing talents like Charlotte and Roman that are special. Done.